Well, howdy folks, it's Tadpole, Smitty, and Tater Alan riding back there. We're in Albuquerque on the Riverside Trail at Rio Bravo, and this is the first time we're riding this trail. We're gonna adventure together. So Tater's on his Eco Tad, and I'm on the TerraTrike. Here it is, April, and it's in the 70s. It's beautiful today. And the bosque down here on the Rio Grande is just turning green. On the previous TerraTrike show, where you saw me install the Patterson and I had the pass sensor issue, I brought it down to my brother's house yesterday, and we prepped for this ride we're on today. And we sprayed contact cleaner in the pass sensor because it was misfiring on the last show. It seems to have corrected the issue because I've been riding for the last couple of miles and it hasn't misfired. So it must have got dirt or something in there, grease, when we were building it originally. When I was building it, it was my fault. But I did order an extra sensor from TerraTrike. It was Whiz Wheels. It was $14, and then I ordered an extra cable, which was $10, and then shipping was $10. So for 29 bucks, I believe, I have a new pass sensor coming and a cable just in case I need one. But today, I'm very happy to say she's running true to design, with the modification of the pulley. We did change some stuff around. I got a grade 12 stainless steel Allen head screw. I guess it's a bolt to run through the main body of the idler. It's a little stouter. I didn't like the Phillips head that I had on there originally. Snake! Snakes are already out in April. Yeah, that was a king snake, right?
What's that?
It looked like a king snake.
Obviously not a rattler because it stayed spread out.
Yeah, it wasn't a rattler. It didn't have any rattles. I think that's a southwestern king snake. No, those are friends of men. Friends to human. King snakes. Beautiful snake. Never kill them because what they eat are varmints, and their number one prey is the rattlesnake. If you want to go watch a show, go watch a southwest king snake take on a huge rattlesnake. They eat them head first, and they're all over New Mexico, and they're absolutely beautiful snakes. They glow in the sun. Got a mid drive on his Eco Tad. It's how many watts is that?
750.
750, but he's got it dialed down really low. He's not even using it right now. He's got a unique setup on the back.
Actually an 8-speed.
8-speed?
Yep.
So he's running a 8-speed on the back with a 3-speed Sturmy and a single mid drive on the front. So he's got 24 gears off the back, and he's dialed down with experience. He's dialed down his mid drive, and he only uses it when he's climbing long hard hills, or he just plain tuckers out, which we haven't had a problem with because both of us have achieved what we were looking for. My TerraTrike and his Eco Tad weigh in excess of 70 pounds. He's got a rack on the back, he's got tools, he's got a battery, he's got a mid-drive. I don't know exactly what it weighs. He's added some stuff onto the back of the trike. He's got a disc brake on the back. I'm saying, knowing the Eco Tad's kind of heavy anyway, I'm gonna say it's in the 70-pound range the way he's dressed out. He's got 24-inch tires on it. He's got extensions from Utah Trikes on the back to put those 24-inch tires. So he's got his weight up. I have a 70-pound TerraTrike, 75 pounds, because I've got a bunch of gear. They come stock at 57 pounds. I know that I've added on at least 10 to 12 pounds of tools, water, everything, a compressor, a small compressor, lights, the Sam Patterson planetary drive on the front weighs about 3 pounds. So you just add weight on. We got some riders coming pretty quick. So the TerraTrike with the 52 single chainring on the front, and his was a single chainring on the front, didn't have any gearing. So that forces you into riding with a e-assist. So Alan, running his mid-drive, he put a bunch of gears on the back. That thing's really cool the way it works. You have 2 shifters for the rear. You have the Sturmy, Archer Sturmy on the left, which has 3 positions: high, mid-range, and high range, low range. And then he has the 8-speed freewheel, where I have 8s on the back and an overdrive on the front. So I effectively have 16 gears, forward gears. He's got more than I do. I rode his yesterday. It's pretty cool the way he's got it set up. Well, I was reading on the bike trails of Albuquerque, and it appears that they have about 400 miles through Albuquerque. They're not loops. Some of them are looped together, some of them aren't. We're exploring. We don't know them all yet. We meet in Albuquerque sometimes to ride because it's in the middle. I live in Santa Fe. Tater lives in Peralta, which is south of Albuquerque. I live quite a ways north of Albuquerque. So this is kind of convenient for us. It's kind of a farming community down here along the river. Industrial. Not beautiful, but it's a nice trail. I'm sure it's this way across America, but in Albuquerque, this graffiti has always been here. It's part of their culture now. And some of it's cool, some of it's stupid, but I don't know, some of it's neat.
Some of it you got to know to leave it alone because it can cause you trouble.
Yeah, you don't mess with this people's stuff. It's their art.
Yeah,
It's a culture. It's a subculture in America. I think it started in New Mexico, didn't it? Kind
I
of.
don't know about that.
LA.
It's all over the country.
Anyway, it's part of America now. It's on every train going down the railroad track, that's for sure. Anyway, we're taking a little rest down here. We're on 2nd Street and on this trail. We're exploring. We don't know where the hell we're at.
You think that's train track there above us?
I think that's train track right there. This is the bike trail that goes, that guy told us to take right here. Those bicyclists told us to go to the wildlife park, and I think that's the trail right there in that trestle. That looks like train to me.
Let's go up and take that.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go up here and turn around and come back.
Okay. I'll try to find that. I know it's going to be hard.
It's so nice having all these gears. It's so nice. Sam Patterson. I don't need as much motor as I used to. This big old heavy pig that I'm riding is doable. Pulling this little hill, I'm not using any motor. using my legs. El Lego. Bicyclist told us to take this Y, and there's a wildlife refuge supposedly. Said there's no wildlife in it, but it's a nice park. So let's go up here. Check it out. No, he said it was dedicated bike trail, but he said we'd have to lift our trikes over this funky looking thing. So we're gonna have to get off and lift our trikes over this barrier. I've never seen one of these in New Mexico before. Got to clip out. Trikes over this funky gate. Probably to keep ATVs out of here, I would guess. Let me
Can you stabilize it from that side and I'll pick it up?
I don't know, this one feels lighter than mine.
Does it?
It does. See? By 1.5 pounds. That thing's heavy too. That wasn't bad. Kind of weird, but wasn't bad. Have you ridden this trail that goes around the wildlife park?
I'm sorry.
Have you ridden the trail that goes around the wildlife park?
Well, this paved trail runs to the visitor center.
Is there a loop or?
It's not paved.
Oh, okay. How far is it paved?
It's just paved to the visitor center.
Okay. How far is that?
So maybe 1.5 miles from here. It's not very far.
Is it nice?
Is the trail nice?
The visitor center?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. And then they have paved trails. I mean, not paved. They have trails out on the refuge that those bikes could go on.
Okay.
If you wanted to.
Do you pay to go into the refuge? It's free?
Mm-hmm. No,
Cool.
It's all free.
Is it pretty?
And it's a nice visitor center.
Okay, cool.
And it's never crowded. Not a lot of people know about it, I don't think.
What is the paved trail going back this way?
So you have an option if you went.
We came
down.
from that direction.
You came from that direction? Okay, so then this takes you, when there's not road construction at Rio Bravo, this takes you all the way to Rio Bravo.
Okay.
But now there's road construction, so
I got you.
It doesn't. But
When you get to Rio Bravo, you have to ride the trail next to that traffic, right? Is that
yeah, there's a
bike
trail that goes up, which connects you to this trail that comes under here,
Uh-huh.
the one you just came off of.
Oh.
came from over there by Rio Bravo and the river?
Oh, okay, yeah. So if you went down below here, the trail goes under the bridge, it goes up and around, and it takes you all the way out to Rio Bravo also. And then you could ride it all the way up to University.
Oh. Wow, that's a lot of trail.
There's a decent amount of trail down here, yes.
400 miles is what I'm reading.
400 miles in Albuquerque.
That's what it says.
There's a lot of trails in Albuquerque.
I don't know if they're all connected. I doubt it. But
We've ridden the trail from the biopark to all the way over to Alameda.
Yes, yes. And
Done
then you can also take a spur off of that and go out to the Balloon Fiesta. Have you been on that one?
No.
I have not been on that one, but I'm aware of it.
Yeah, so I can't remember where you exit. Osuna, there's a...
To the Balloon Fiesta?
And then you catch the diversion channel has a trail.
What's your favorite ride here in Albuquerque?
Well, because I live down here in the valley, I just love this one because it's flat and it's like 15 or 18 miles long from my house down here to Alameda. So I really like
That's
the
a
length.
30-mile
Yeah.
run for you.
Yeah, it's about a 30-mile jaunt if I do the whole trail.
Cool. Good for you.
But man, there's so many really lovely trails. Yeah, there's a lot.
Well, that was a nice interview with that lady. She gave us a layout of the land. She lives down here. She told us how to get to where we're going. So there's a game refuge down here, a wildlife refuge with a visitor center and some gravel trails that go down on the bosque in the river. I'm gonna go check that out. How about we do that? Yeah, let's do that. So the trail we're on is actually part of the El Camino Real. If you watch my show where I rode the El Camino Real up in Santa Fe, this is part of that same conquistador Spaniards coming into the New Mexico territory. It starts down in Mexico City, 1,600 miles of El Camino Real, and once it gets into the area up here in New Mexico, it's called the La Tierra Andrino, which is the royal highway into the interior lands. It's basically the rough translation, and I'm not saying the Spanish right, I know. But basically, we're on that same trail that the conquistadors came in over 500 years ago and settled into the Santa Fe area. So they followed the Rio Grande pretty much, traversed through New Mexico, came up all the way north. So we're on that trail, historic trail. It's a historic route. So I've ridden a lot of it, even down in Las Cruces and up here in Albuquerque. Nice trail. So I think one of the next upgrades to my TerraTrike is, if you've been watching my show, I've never been happy with the BB5 disc brakes. I think I will upgrade to a BB7s, because on my cat trike, that's a premier brake compared to these BB5s. Just saying. Just a way better braking system. So I think I'll do a show where I upgrade my brakes. We're at the Valle del Oro Wildlife Refuge down here in Albuquerque. It's kind of a newer park. The bike trail comes right into the visitor center here. Well, the yuccas are blooming. Visitor Center, and it's called the Valle del Oro National Wildlife Refuge, homeland of the Tiwa people.
The Tiwa people are the ones like Sandia Pueblo and all that, right?
I think so. Towa is farther north, right? Tiwa is down here. They speak two main Pueblo languages.
I don't know if that includes Isleta though, does it? I don't know.
I don't know. We're real close to Isleta.
But
yeah, there's people in there. It's open 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. So it's closed on Sunday and Monday. So this park has a packed gravel trail that we're going to go ride. So they're converting this back into wetlands that originally were here when the Tiwa people, the Pueblo Indian Native American folks were here. They turned it into farmland, now they're turning it back into wetlands. They're in the process of working on that. So what you see now will be different in the future. So they're showing you a rendition of what it will look like when it's all treed up and water back in here, and what they're hoping to get return wildlife to this area. So we're back to the visitor center. Guess we're gonna head back to the mystery van and call this trip good. It was a nice little trip. If you're in Albuquerque, you might want to check out the river trail. Alrighty folks, that just about wraps up this trip we've been on. The Chris Ortiz Trail on the Rio Grande River, and we're also riding on the El Camino Real. We went down to that wildlife refuge, the Del Oro, which was pretty cool. It's in the makings, but it's a good place to take a break, use the restroom, and get water. Nice visitor center. Appreciate y'all coming out with us today, me and Bro Tater Alan. How would you rate this trail, Alan? 1 out of 10, 10 being the best.
Maybe like a 7?
7? It's we're in April and it's pretty warm. What'd you say, about 80? So it was a little better this morning. It was nice cool out here. It got a little hot on us, but we just now headed back. I don't know, I'd say we did about 6-7 miles one way. Easy. So it'd be about a 14-mile trip from the Rio Bravo down to the wildlife refuge and back. Anyway, folks, till next time, this is Tadpole, Smitty, and Bro Tater Alan signing off. Like and subscribe. Trust me, it helps. Adios.